Hi boys and girls, welcome to Everyday Math Lesson 4.2, Parts and Total Number Stories. The materials that you'll need today, notebook paper, pencil, and your math journal. Let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is go over our math boxes from the previous lesson. So if you can open your math journal to page 84, if you're noticing that you have any mistakes, please fix those with your pencil and eraser. So for question 1, write the fact family using the numbers 12, 9, and 3. So I have 9 plus 3 equals 12, and 3 plus 9 equals 12. And then for subtraction, I have 12 minus 3 equals 9, and 12 minus 9 equals 3. For question number 2, what is the best time? Circle the best answer. What time is it? Circle the best answer. So notice how my hour hand is in between the 5 and the 6, which lets me know that my hour is 5. And then figuring out the minutes, I'm looking at that longer hand, which is pointing at the 6. If I'm not sure what that means, I can count by 5s, saying 5 when I hit 1. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the best answer would be D, 530. For question number 3, write the number that is 100 more. 100 more than 104 is 204. 100 more than 204 is 304. Then we have 404 and 504. For question number 4, how much money? So if I have two $20 bills, that would give me $40, plus 10 more would bring me to 50, plus 1 would bring me to $51. And then looking at my change, I know 3/4 is the same thing as 75 cents, plus 10 more would bring me to 85. So $51.85. For question number 5, write less than, greater than, or equal to. 2,000 is greater than 1,000. 2,500 is less than 3,500. 4,321 is greater than 1,234. And 5,674 is equal to 5,674. For question 6, a baseball is shaped like a sphere. Name something else that is shaped like a sphere. The object that I chose was a globe. There's lots of possible answers for this one. Just make sure that the object you picked is a similar shape to a baseball or a globe. So double check to make sure you have your page correct, and again, fix any mistakes with your pencil and eraser. The next 2 slides, if you can use either notebook paper or whiteboard and marker to follow along and work out the problems with me. If the speed is ever too fast, please pause as often as needed. In today's lesson, we are working on total part-part diagrams. So if it's helpful to write down a similar diagram, you can. Otherwise, you can write down the number model with me. But what I'm trying to figure out today is what is the total number of dots. So I know that my unit, I know I'm counting the dots. Now I'm going to take a look at the first part, and how many dots do you see in this first half of the domino? You should have said 8. How many dots do you see in the second half of the domino? You should have said 9. Now, boys and girls, what is my total? And maybe pause to write down your total. You should have said that the total was 17. Now, I know it's 17 because I know that 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. Let's try one more like this. A hot dog costs 45 cents, an orange costs 25 cents. What is the total cost? So again, my unit, I'm working with cents. So now, in my first part, I'm going to write down 45 because that's how much the hot dog cost, was 45 cents. In the second part, I'm going to write down 25 cents. Now, second graders, can you try to solve 45 plus 25 using some of your different strategies? And then press play when you're ready to check the total. All right, second graders, so how I figured out this one is I know that 40 plus 20 is equal to 60, and I know that 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So 60 plus 10 is 70, which also means that 45 plus 25 is equal to 70. We're going to work through more problems like this today in our math journal. So now, if you could put your whiteboard or notebook to the side and open up your math journal to page 85, we will talk about page 85 first. So page 85 looks like this, where we have Lucy's snack bar menu with different prices for some sandwiches, for drinks, and desserts. So for problems 1 through 4, you are buying 2 items. Use the diagrams to record both the cost of each item and the total cost. So let's just look at number 1 first. You're going to buy a soft drink and a banana. So you're going to need to look and see how much is a soft drink. You're going to write that price in your part. How much is a banana? You're going to write that price in the next part, and then you're going to find the total. So can you work through problems 1 through 4 on your own, and then press play when you're ready to check problems 1, 2, 3, and 4. Press pause now. All right, second graders, if I'm ever going too fast or about to reveal an answer that you haven't yet solved, please press pause. But again, we talked about how a soft drink was 40 cents and how a banana was 10 cents. So then to figure out the total, I am just adding 40 plus 10, which I know is 50 cents. So now let's look at question 2. We're going to buy a hot dog and an apple. So a hot dog costs 45 cents, so I'm going to write that in that first part. An apple costs 15 cents. I'm going to write that in the second part. Now 45 plus 15. I would choose to do 40 plus 10, which I know 40 plus 10 is 50, and I know 5 plus 5 is 10. 50 plus 10 is going to get me to 60. So my total is 60. I also could have used a number grid and started at 45 and counted up 15. Let's take a look at number 3. This time we're going to buy a soft drink and a slice of pie. A soft drink again is 40 cents. I'm going to record that. A slice of pie is 40 cents. So they must have just called that cherry pie, 40 cents. And then I want to figure out my total. So I know that 4 plus 4 is 8, and then I just add my 0 behind. So 40 plus 40 is 80 cents. And then for number 4, we're buying a hamburger and juice. A hamburger is 65 cents, and juice is 45 cents. So in solving this, I know that 60 plus 40 equals 100, and then 5 plus 5 equals 10. So my total, I could have either written 110 cents, or I could have written in dollar-cent notation and put $1.10. So again, either writing it how I did, or if you put 110 with a cent symbol, that's okay too. So second graders, for the bottom question number 5, it's a try this. It says Jean buys milk and an orange. The cost is how much? Jean gives the cashier 3/4. So how much change does she get? Can you press pause to solve this problem and then press play when you're ready to check? All right, second graders. So when she's buying milk and an orange, milk is 35 cents and an orange is 25. I know that 30 plus 20 is 50 and 5 plus 5 is 10. So 50 plus 10 is 60 cents. If she gave the cashier 3/4, 3/4 is 75 cents. So I need to think how much money to get from 60 to 75. I know that a 10 cents would bring me from 60 to 70, and then a 5 would bring me to 70 to 75. 10 plus 5 is 15 cents. So she would have 15 cents for her change. Second graders, we will work more on parts and total number stories in future lessons, but please double check to make sure you have this page correct. The last thing that we'll do today is talk about our math boxes, which is on page 86. So for question number 1, you're solving, and so pay attention to the basic fact and then take a look at your zeros. Don't forget about your unit. For question number 2, a piece of candy costs 11 cents. I pay with 15 cents. How much change do I get? Circle the best answer. For question 3, you're estimating. So is 7 closer to 0 or closer to 10? So on the line, you're going to either write 0 or 10. You're going to do the same thing with 53 and 88. For question 4, circle the names that belong. So circle the names that equal the same thing as $1. For question 5, circle the number sentences that are true. So since they say sentences, that means you might be circling more than one thing. And for question 6, draw the other half of the shape and write the name of it. All right, I will see you next time.